So going into this video, I assumed that there was going to be maybe 30 or so Thomas songs in the CGI series. Bear in mind, my only exposure to CGI Thomas songs was via the movies or DVD bonus features. So you should have seen my absolute disbelief when I looked at the wiki and found out that there are upwards of 65 Thomas songs from Hero of the Rails to season 24. And as you could imagine, I don't want to be out here making 3-hour long videos going into detail about actual fecal matter like this. So in order to make this video not 8 years long, the first 37 songs are going to be covered in a rapid fire section, and the remaining 30 songs will be covered in the same short but concise way I did the Hero songs video. And also, as per usual, here are the ground rules. CGI music videos for things like rules and regulations, that's what friends are for, and sounds don't count, as they're of course not part of the CGI series and therefore don't qualify. I will however be counting things like the Down at the Docks cover from No Hope At All, the brief sing-along to Oh I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside from Thomas the Quarry Engine, and the Adventure Begins versions of Really Useful Engine and Troublesome Trucks. And without further ado, let's get started. Number 67, the Big World Big Adventures theme song. Not only do I have PTSD from Big World Big Adventures, but I also just hate how this sounds. It completely ruins an original Thomas song from season 21. Number 66, the season 22 roll call. It completely ruins the beat of the song and just feels extremely corporate. Number 65, Who's Thomas? A conversation turned into a song and a completely pointless part of the movie. Number 64, Let's Be Brave. Yep, I bet you can guess why this one's on here. Not only does it completely ruin the ending of Tell of the Brave, it also just sounds utterly shit. Number 63, The Steam Team. The most corporate sounding song in Thomas's history. Number 62, Let's Dream. A song covering the absolute worst aspects of Big World Big Adventures. Why else would it be this low? Number 61, Legend of the Lost Engine. It's from the absolute worst piece of Thomas media ever created. Need I say more? Number 60, The Sodor Construction Crew. The pack deserved a such better song than this. Number 59, Party Train. The thumbnail for this music video says it all. Number 58, How Does It Work? It's Marvelous Machinery. Need I say more? Number 57, Fall is So Much Fun. Awful production value and I remember nothing about the song. Number 56, The Little Engine Who Believed. Once again, I cannot remember a single thing about this song. Number 55, New Year's Day with Thomas. Literally don't remember a single thing about it, once again. Number 54, Enda Ulali. I don't know if this one should really count, but it's garbage anyway. Number 53, All the Girls Around the World. It does not sound like a Thomas song. Number 52, Glenn's Christmas Wish. It's way too slow and very boring. Number 51, Best Friends Express. Maybe a controversial placement, but I cannot stand this song. Number 50, Let's Go. What happens in this song? I don't know. Number 49, Race With You. It's quicker paced than the previous one. I'll give it that. Number 48, Spring Is Here. I don't fucking I don't care. Number 47, Snow Place Like Home. Not bad, but not good. Number 46, It's Halloween. Not my cup of tea, but I understand if you would like it. Number 45, Somebody Has to Be the Favourite. The quality of this one sort of differs depending on which dub you watch, but either way, it's not very good. Number 44, On a Journey Today. I don't hate this one. Hey Hey Thomas. I know this is very surface level to say, but this one gives season 17 vibes. Number 42, Thomas and Percy. The first okay one on this list. Number 41, The Shooting Star Is Coming Through. While I don't like the singing in this song at all, I understand its significance to the plot. Number 40, Working Together Again. It's a reused version of an already great song, so it can't be that bad. Number 39, Don't Stop. The only thing in the Steam Team to the Rescue special that I actually care about. Number 38, Misty Island Rescue. Yes, it doesn't sound like a Thomas song at all, but it fits the tone of the film. Number 37, Down at the Docks from No Help At All. A wholesome little rendition. Can't go wrong. Number 36, Will You Won't You. Yes, I know I'm probably going to get flack for this, but I don't love the Great Races songs. Some of them at least. Number 35, Where in the World is Thomas? This one isn't bad, but I feel like the visuals let it down a lot. Number 34, Never Overlook a Little Engine. It's fine. All You Need Are Friends. kind of preachy, but I can't help but kind of like it. Number 32, I'm Full of Surprises. While this subplot serves no purpose to the story, it's a very fun visual novelty. And number 31, the last one in this short section, is the Fat Controller song. Is it bad that I prefer this to the original one? Coming in at 30th place is Hear the Engines Coming. This song's biggest claim to fame, as I'm sure you all know, is the very brief a cappella bit at the start. And yeah, it's really damn good. Definitely the best part of the song if you ask me. The rest of the song is pretty stock standard though. This will be a running theme in the video, but Nitrogen songs have a tendency to be either the best thing ever created, or just pure mid. And this low-key falls into the latter category. I enjoyed the main chorus, and the music video's choice of clips are quite clever, but that doesn't save the actual song from being just painfully average. Next is Free and Easy. This song, while sounding very good for Thomas standards because, you know, well, it's Peter Andre, the song feels kind of out of place. I know the song is included in Big Adventures, which is one of the most outlandish things Thomas has ever done, but hearing Peter Andre in a Thomas song just kind of feels off to me. It's not that it's a bad song or anything, because it's not at all. In fact, I completely understand if you think it should be higher up on the list. But to me, the mixture of Big World being Big World, and it feeling like it belongs in another franchise, makes me not want to revisit this song anywhere near as much as the other songs from this film. Up next is Tale of the Brave. This song is just good, in my opinion. It's got a really steady beat and some great singing, a fantastic instrumental, and its placement within the film is a really welcome addition that adds a lot of emotion to the movie. It is a bit too slow for my liking, so I wouldn't necessarily listen to this in my free time or anything, but given how bad some of the Tale of the Brave songs are, this one by comparison is pretty good. The next one is Roll Along. I don't know if it's just me, but my main exposure to this song was via the Thomas & Friends website back in the early 2010s. I can't remember exactly how the Thomas website worked, but I remember whenever I would open the Thomas website, this song would immediately start playing in another tab or on the website itself. And it was always in the lowest possible quality, and I have no idea why. It's because of this memory that this song holds a lot of nostalgia value for me. It's not particularly as good as I remember, mainly because I find the chorus to be pretty underwhelming, but for being one of the first CGI Thomas songs, it's a pretty good one. I might be blinded by nostalgia on this one, and for all I know this could be unanimously agreed to be the worst, but this song is just a pretty good one. Next is I Want to Go Home from Journey Beyond Sodor. When this movie first came out, I loved this song, and I mean loved it. I think knowing that chronologically this was the last thing that was going to be in the Brenner era made this song feel a lot more emotional than it is in hindsight. The song itself is actually pretty great. Both John Hassler and Joseph May do a really good job with the singing. The visuals are really unique, and of course, I love this one shot of all the main characters in the CGI series, bar a duck for some reason. I wouldn't go as far to say that I love this song, but I like it. It's harmless. Next is We Can't Do Anything. I know the song has a pretty bad reputation, and I understand why, because let's be honest, it's just a conversation turned into a song to pad out the runtime, but I honestly really like this one. I think it mainly comes down to Lexi's voice actress being a really good singer, and also me just liking Lexi as a whole. Yeah, I know, I'm full of unpopular opinions today. Now don't get me wrong, this song does have a pretty big issue, and I think that a lot of you can probably predict it, but it's the fact that the song takes a full 30-second pause for a joke that isn't even funny as well. It just reinforces the argument that this song didn't need to be a song and would have worked completely fine as a simple dialogue sequence. Once again, this could be my nostalgia talking, but I cannot help but really like this one. Next up is We're Friends. I'm going to be counting both of these songs in one go because, well, I can. You know what, I actually really enjoy these ones. The lyrics are admittedly extremely corny, but Nia's singing is just so good that I can't help but love it. I hate the Big Adventures movie as much as the next guy, but if there's one thing I could appreciate about it, it's that the songs are fantastic. For the most part. Up next is the season 19 through 21 roll call. I don't care what anyone says, this is the superior version of this song. Of course nothing will beat the original theme song, but this one works really well as the theme song for the CGI series. Its faster pace makes the song so much more engaging than the Hit Era one, and the usage of footage from different seasons really helps sell this cover for me. I don't really have much else to say, it's just a really good cover. Next is He's Full of Surprises. Now don't get it mistaken, the one that I'm referring to right now is the one from the Great Racers credits. You know, the one that's sang by Andrew Brenner, Ian McHugh, etc. I know it's probably an unpopular opinion to put this one above the original version, but it's just something about a load of blokes just singing a Thomas song that really tickles me. Not only that, but it also just sounds pretty good. If you ask me, it's just straight up vibes, I can't even lie. I know I'm probably going to get some flack for putting it above the original one, but I really don't care. This one works for me. Up next is Monsters Everywhere. I think my ranking of this song is going to be completely dependent on how well placed the song is in Tell of the Brave. For some context, I recently watched Tell of the Brave in theatres, and hearing this song on the big screen made me appreciate it so much more. The singing is great as always, and the song doesn't overstay its welcome. I have no complaints. The only reason why it's not higher is because the rest of these songs are just simply better. Next is Searching Everywhere. I feel like this song doesn't get talked about anywhere near as much as it should. And I honestly don't know why, because it's from one of the best parts of King of the Railway. As somebody who thinks King of the Railway is the pure definition of mid, having a sequence with a catchy as hell song that actually has bearing on the plot is a much appreciated change of pace. Next is It's Christmas Time. Speaking of being in the minority, I think I'm one of the only people who genuinely loves this song. I definitely understand if you don't like it because, let's be honest, it's a pretty plain song, but I think my love for this song comes from its usage in one of my favourite videos that I've ever made. That being, which Christmas Thomas DVD is the best. It's not an astonishing video or anything, but I just really like how the video turned out. It's got a really nice vibe to it that gives me a really warm sense of nostalgia even though it was only 3 years ago. In regards to the song itself, my favourite part is obviously the main chorus. The rest of the song is pretty generic Christmas songy, but the main chorus is such a joy to listen to that I can't help but put it high on the list. Next could be a controversial placement, Set Friendship in Motion. Now, I know, you've probably got PTSD from this song due to Big World Big Adventures for some reason using it as an instrumental for its theme song, and I totally understand if that's ruined the song for you. For me it did a little bit, but I can still listen to the song and reminisce on the season 21 era when we were slowly making our way to Death's Door. Now the song on its own is actually really good. Like most Thomas songs, it is quite cheesy, but that shouldn't come as a surprise anymore. The main chorus is easily the best part. It's weird because 9 times out of 10 the Burnett era will drop just pure mid every single time, but every now and again they will drop just straight fire for no apparent reason, and this is a perfect example. Next is Troublesome Trucks from The Adventure Begins. Like I mentioned in the classic series songs ranking, I actually prefer this version to the original. I don't dislike the original, I actually think it's a pretty decent song, but this one just speaks to me a bit more. I think one of the main reasons why this is the case is because it's placed in within what's essentially an action sequence, and a very fast paced one at that. Next is Sometimes You Make a Friend, a song that despite me praising it many times in the past, didn't really hit the same as it did when I first listened to it. I think the reason why this is because of how simply awful the Big World Big Adventures movie is in hindsight. I think my main problem with this song is the fact that Thomas is singing about the wrong thing. Thomas feels remorse for leaving Nia during the race with Ace. But my question is, why doesn't Thomas feel bad for abandoning all of his friends with no notice so that he could go and see the world for himself? Not only does that make Thomas extremely unlikable, but also makes the ending of the film seem so fake. I know people have made this pun before, but Thomas's friends, realistically speaking, would have been pissed that Thomas just left on his own accord to go and see the world because he wanted to. Now, with all that being said, I still like the way this song sounds. That of course is down to the absolutely fantastic performances that John Hassler and Joseph May put on. I really wish I could play a couple of clips for you guys, but Mattel loves to copyright claim videos that use any form of this song. Next is The Most Important Thing Is Being Friends. Once again, this song is supremely cheesy, but its placement being at the end of the Brenner era and Journey Beyond Sodor always gives me a really nice feeling. This song probably would have been a bit higher if it wasn't for the absolutely garbage resolution of the movie. Most notably, Frankie and Hurricane simply getting away with essentially enslaving Thomas and his crew. But the second Frankie starts crying, they just forgive her and then they all live happily ever after. That is bullshit. And that one last shot of all the Steelworks engines being happy just doesn't sit right with me because Hurricane and Frankie are literal criminals. Anyway, despite the off feeling to certain parts, this song sounds great. I love the heavy usage of trumpets in certain parts. And of course, the final part of this song and its music video is iconic for being the last ever time Thomas was truly good. I'm sure a lot of you expected this next one to be a lot higher, but the next one is Streamlining. I myself don't love this song as much as other people do, but I cannot ignore the impact this song has had on the fan base. I mean hell, Markiplier himself has sang this song. Streamlining! I don't know what else to really say about this song, because it's been said many times before that The Great Race objectively has the most consistently good songs of any Thomas movie, and this one is no exception. I don't like The Great Race all that much as a movie, and Thomas's journey as a whole is something that I don't care about at all, but this song is undeniably fantastic. Next is The Hottest Place in Town. Once again, what do I even say about this song? The music video is cursed, but that doesn't stop this song from being a bop through and through. I can remember every single line of this song without fail, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. I have a lot of nostalgia for Journey Beyond Sodor, as the first time I ever watched it, it was in the middle of the day when some random guy uploaded it on YouTube, and I was just walking around in public with it on full blast, just watching the movie. And I vividly remember somebody giving me the dirtiest of looks when this song was blasting out of my phone. Anywho, The Hottest Place in Town is utterly fantastic, and it is easily the best song from Journey Beyond Sodor. Now, just hear me out on the next one. The next one on the list is this.
Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll around the
Yeah, I know I put this above Streamlining and The Hottest Place in Town, but its placement within Thomas the Quarry Engine, which is one of the best episodes of the CGI series, just really works. I'm not going to spend too long on this song because ultimately the main reason why I like it so much is because of its placement at the end of the episode and how well it works given the context of the episode. But the fact it's just the voice actors singing and vibing just really warms my heart. It feels so natural and authentic, and that's something that you very rarely get with Thomas songs. I love this thing so much, man. Just missing out on the top 10 is You Can Only Be You. I remember in one of my videos recently I mentioned that I didn't love Thomas's arc in The Great Race, and I stand by that. That doesn't mean though that this song can't be good, because it actually really is. You Can Only Be You is a surprisingly deep song for Thomas standards, and I feel its message is conveyed very well. This is going to be a running theme going forward, but Ashima's voice actor completely and utterly carries the song. That's not to say that John and Joseph didn't try, because they absolutely did. They're completely fine. But Tina Desai is such a phenomenal singer that whenever she opens her mouth, she completely steals the show. A luxurious song all round. Coming in 10th place is Wake Up from Big World. I've sung the praises of this song in many videos before, so once again, it's like being a dead horse, but I will say that the singing in this song is some of the best Thomas singing we have ever gotten, especially the UK dub. Like I mentioned before, Nia's singing voice is phenomenal to say the least. It is an absolute eargasm. John Hassler also delivers a fantastic performance this time around as well. I've always liked his singing voice for Thomas, but in Big World it shines the most. This is also one of the instances where a brief break between verses actually benefits the song. Unlike What Can't We Do, the break for this song enhances the next verse, and so when Thomas finally joins in singing, it is so satisfying. An amazing song through and through. Coming in at 9th place is probably the most controversial placement on this entire list. It's The Journey Never Ends. Yes, I'm being serious. I'm sure there are many people who really don't like this song, and I totally understand why, but this song's beat and general sound is unfathomably good. I know it's connected to Big World and the song is about Big World Big Adventures, but taking away the context makes this an even better listen. Coming in 8th place is Day of the Diesels. I'm sure you could all predict this was going to be high up on the list. And for good reason. This song is not only iconic in its own way, but it's also one of the strongest Thomas songs that directly connects to its respective movie. The song specifically encapsulates the fantastic concept of this movie. Now of course, as we all know, the execution of this concept was terrible, but this song honestly makes Day of the Diesels look like a good film, and that's no easy feat. Of course, the best part of this song is the masterful chorus. I'm sure all of you can remember every single lyric to the song, especially the main chorus. It's one of the catchiest Thomas songs we have ever gotten. In 7th place is We Make a Team Together. Truth be told, I think this song is carried by the movie it's included in. What I mean by this is that the song feels so much more grand and warranted after watching Lost Treasure. Honestly, on its own, it's probably one of the cringiest Thomas songs I think there ever is. But like I said, when you watch Lost Treasure and then this song comes on at the end, you feel like it's a warranted celebration and the lyrics don't come across as cheesy. In 6th place is Working Together from Blue Mountain Mystery. Once again, I saw Blue Mountain Mystery in the cinema not too long ago, and hearing this song on the big screen was so surreal. I really enjoyed the sound effects that I used in this song. The clanging and biffing of trucks really makes this song feel like it's something that you would listen to while doing work. Like most songs, the best part of this song is of course the chorus. And of course, the main singer for this song does an amazing job, but that goes without saying. Just making the top 5 is Really Useful Engine from The Adventure Begins. Honestly, I think I might prefer this one to the original as well. Having the song be a finale to a movie where Thomas has an arc and grows as a character makes this song feel so rewarding, and having seen Thomas work so hard for the branch line and he finally gets it and then this song starts playing before transitioning into Railway Series style illustrations for the end credits is a masterful way of capping off a wonderful film. I specifically like the fact that much like Magic Railroad's cover of this song, it's got both a guy and children singing at the same time. And so when they're meshed together, it makes for a really nice sounding song. I'm not saying that the original one is bad or anything, because it's absolutely not. It's a fantastic song, but I think both covers are better than the original one. But let's be honest, the best version is the Magic Railroad one. Just missing out on the top 3 is Go Go Thomas. I'm going to try and not say too many of my thoughts on this song, as I don't want to spoil me and Jay's review of Hero of the Rails, which is coming soon by the way, but I will say this song gives me genuine chills whenever I listen to it, whether that be the original Hero of the Rails version or the Season 16 remix. I personally prefer the original version as it feels much more rewarding after the journey of Hero of the Rails, but both of them are undeniable bops. Like always, the main chorus is so well sung and the music videos themselves are expertly edited. I have absolutely nothing negative to say about the song. Coming in at 3rd place is Be Who You Are and Go Far. Now, like I said before, I don't particularly like The Great Race as a film, but much like Lost Treasure and Hero of the Rails, hearing this song at the end of the film after the journey that our characters have been on is so satisfying. Having all of the characters going home during the night time and all singing along with each other gives me actual chills, and both the UK and US voice actors do amazing jobs. I honestly wish this song lasted longer, because I didn't realise how short this song actually was until I listened to it back for this video. I mean, hey, if my only complaint about the song is that it doesn't last long enough, then that just goes to show how good the song actually is, right? Just missing out on the top spot is It's Gonna Be a Great Day. Now, hold your horses, when I say this is 2nd place, I mean the draft version of this song is in 2nd place. The original version of this song is fine in my opinion, it's nothing special at all. However, the original version of this song, which I have showcased on this channel before, is absolutely phenomenal. Whoever the original singer was, I salute you. My first ever exposure to this song was actually an edit of the song placed over footage of Magic Railroad. And so I kinda associate it with that. I can't really put my finger on why I like this song so much. Perhaps it's the higher key this song is sung in, but I cannot even begin to think how many times I've actually listened to this song. A 10 out of 10 song, no doubt. But coming in at 1st place, the best CGI Thomas song is Blue Mountain Mystery. I'm sure some of you saw that coming, but this song is just magical to me. Once again, I saw this in the cinema recently, and hearing this song on the big screen made me appreciate it so much more. I already love the song as it is, but seeing the film on a big screen with barely anybody else in the screening was something that I cannot even begin to describe. Firstly, I love how this song manages to tell a story, but at the same time manages to keep a very steady beat and has a great payoff with the chorus. Day of the Diesels also did this, yes, but I don't think it was done anywhere near as well there as it is here. The way that this song is sung and the pacing of the song itself makes the song feel so much more sincere and grounded. And honestly, that's what Blue Mountain Mystery is at its core. It's a grounded story with a very strict set of main characters with no side plots and a very straightforward story. And that's what this song is. It's straightforward and yet it pulls at all different kinds of heartstrings. There are very few Thomas songs that have been able to do that, so much so that I could probably count them on one hand. But I mean, hey, that just goes to show that when Thomas really does try with its songs, it can create actual masterpieces. Whether that be in the classic series, the hit era, or the CGI series. When Thomas really tries, it creates peak fiction.